Just imagine walking through the streets of Harlem in New York City during the 1920s. Jazz spills out of crowded clubs. Poets recite verses that challenge society. Artists fill canvases with bold new visions of black identity. Writers, musicians, and dancers, in addition to thinkers, gather in cafes late into the night, believing that art can change the world. This wasn't just a neighborhood experience, it was a cultural boom. It was a revolution, known as the Harlem Renaissance. This extraordinary movement transformed American culture forever and changed the way we view creativity, intellect, and identity. But the story begins long before the music. Following the Great Migration, millions of African Americans left the rural South in search of opportunity, escaping racial violence and segregation. Many settled in Harlem, which quickly became one of the largest and most influential communities in the United States. What emerged was unlike anything else America had ever seen. Harlem became a place where artists were finally able to tell their own stories. Stories of struggle, resilience, hope, and pride. For the first time, a generation of creators refused to let others define who they were. Instead, they defined themselves. Writers like Langston Hughes filled pages with poetry that celebrated everyday life. Zora Neale Hurston preserved African American folklore while creating unforgettable novels. Thinkers such as Du Bois challenged inequality through scholarship and activism. At the same time, musicians were creating an entirely new soundtrack for America. Jazz exploded across Harlem's legendary venues. The sounds of Duke Ellington, Louis Armstrong, Bessie Smith, and countless others transformed these neighborhoods into the world's greatest music capitals. Visitors from across the world came to simply experience the energy of places like the Cotton Club and the Apollo Theater. The Harlem Renaissance wasn't just about entertainment, it was about dignity. It proved that black culture wasn't just something to hide, it was something to celebrate. Pain became poetry, struggle became music, history became art. The movement inspired fashion, photography, and literature, in addition to politics. Its influence reached across the oceans, inspiring artists in the Caribbean, Europe, Africa, and Latin America. Many of today's musicians, filmmakers, and performers still draw inspiration from the creative foundations laid during these remarkable years. Although the Renaissance eventually slowed with the arrival of the Great Depression, its legacy never completely disappeared. Its ideas continue to shape the civil rights movement, modern literature, jazz, hip-hop, visual arts, and countless social movements around the world. Today, Harlem remains a living museum of its incredible chapter in history. Walk its streets, listen to live jazz, or simply stand on the neighborhood corner and you'll feel the echoes of a movement that changed culture forever. The Harlem Renaissance reminds us that creativity can become resistance, that art can become freedom, and that one neighborhood filled with dreamers determined to be heard can leave a legacy that inspires the entire world. Sometimes, the greatest revolutions don't begin with armies, they begin with poems, paintings, a trumpet, and a dream. As always, thanks again for listening, and please, wander always, but please, wander safely.
Your eyes mention